Welcome to round 3 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of October 5th. I'm Nicole Erdix, and I'm here with Terry Morrow.
Hello.
And Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
We're moms of teens and young adults, and when it comes to parenting, we've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. But we're still waiting for that day when we'll reach the finish line and have no further need to lay down in a dark room with a wet rag over our eyes worrying about something or other. Wednesday is complaint day here on the Parenting Roundabout, and today we are complaining about family shopping habits. And in my case, I'm complaining about those random Amazon packages that show up at my door unannounced, or the random charges that I have on my credit card that take me off guard because, I mean, it's just not something I would have ever done to my parents. I don't know how I created this culture of let's use mom's credit card to buy myself some personal hygiene products. And I look at them and I think, why on earth do you need the Cadillac of maxi pads? Because that is something I would never, ever think of getting. Like if I was going to use my mom's credit card, like I maybe only had access to it once in my whole life, I probably would have bought like...
You get store brand maxi pads.
No name. No frills. I would have bought one. It would have been the most minimal. But no, instead we're getting like the 32 count for like $45. No, I'm exaggerating, but...
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So some people like to live in the lap of luxury, I guess. So anyway, that's, that's my family shopping habits are a little bit extreme to say the least. And on top of that, my husband ended up buying this monthly membership to Instacart, which is one of these grocery delivery programs. So he uses it to no end. So then I get random groceries showing up at my door. So not only am I getting random Amazon packages, random maxi pad packages, but I'm getting random grocery bags showing up at my door. And it's like, enough already. We don't need 10 bags of flour. So anyway, that's my complaint. And I don't know if you all have that experience. I don't know if you're as foolish as I am to let your child have access to your credit card, or your husband. So that's my complaint, is that my family needs to chill out when it comes to shopping. It is over the top.
My daughter doesn't use my credit card. She spends her own money, so theoretically she should be able to buy whatever she wants. I used to get copies of all her email. I had this set up from when she was a teenager that I would have copies so I could see whenever she bought something for herself, and I could see what it was and I could have an opinion on it, and occasionally I could tell her to cancel the purchase. But a lot of times she would ask my opinion, should I buy this? Or I would see it and I would know it. But recently when she turned 30, I, as a gift to her, took off the sending mom copies of all your emails. In a rash moment of bad judgment, I did this. And so now things just, turn up on the doorstep, or even because she is very stealthy and will get them from the doorstep before I see them. I get this daily delivery email. So I will see on the email that a package is coming from Macy's. Package is coming from JCPenney. And I'm like, I did not buy these items. What has my daughter been buying? And then, she'll never say anything about it. And I'll just go in her room one day and there will be like twice the numbers of shoes on the, arranged as there used to be. Or there will be some new piece of decor, or, she got a new purse for herself the other day, which she'd had the old purse for a really long time. Sure, but she didn't want to consult me before. We don't get to, it's like, I guess good for her. She's a grown-up. She's buying her own stuff. She's not asking her mom. She's not showing her mom. She doesn't care what her mom thinks, or she knows what her mom is going to think and so makes sure her mom does not know. on the
savvy.
one hand, that's good. That's adulting. You go, girl. You're 30 years old. You should be able to buy stuff. But also, don't bring my stuff in my house without telling me. What the heck? Can't we shop together? Wouldn't it be fun if we made these decisions? I don't ever just buy something. I take a month agonizing over it.
Right?
Don't you want to agonize with me, sweetie? Should it get this size? Should we get that size? Should you go to the store and see one like it and try it on first to make sure you're going to like it? Should you get it you already have one. Do you really need another one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's so much to go through, and she just buys stuff. How is that possible? Without consulting me or, purposely keeping me from knowing.
So it's not so much as spending your money, because she's certainly not doing that.
Yeah, she's not. She's spending her own money, and not.
But you're just
none
not
of it
invited
is so
to the party.
extravagant. I guess that's it. Yeah, it feels a little bit. I feel a little left out because I would have opinions. I would have opinions.
Especially since we're so used to being their personal shoppers for so many years, and then all of a sudden we're cut out.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, okay.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah.
So, I can't really. I shouldn't complain, but I will.
Yeah.
Because it bothers me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like it.
Yes, this is...
And there's nothing I can do about it because it's completely age appropriate, and shut up, Mom.
This is how I feel about not my children, but another person in my house who is a shopper and has always been. And like you said, they make their own money. They should be able to buy stuff that they think they need. But I also live here, so I am witness to the piles of stuff that happen. And also the same person who likes to shop also likes to be able to see everything. Like, even like ingredients. Well, I'm going to cook something with that. Okay, but does it have to sit on the counter? Can it not go in the cupboard? Or like, why? You're going to forget you have it? Like, can we please put it away? This makes me insane.
Yeah.
Or like buying things as a replacement for something, but then not getting rid of the thing that you replaced.
Yes.
Like, I don't want that to be here anymore. Can it please go away?
Yeah. There should be a rule that one thing comes in, another thing goes out. That would be a very healthy way for me to live my life, actually. But I am sitting here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 old iPhones surrounding me. So clearly this is not something that happens in my house.
But you're using them.
I am. I have completely obnoxious alarms on them that my family hates. But I feel like I'm making use of things. It's not just, they were just sitting around gathering dust before. Rescued an ancient iPad from my daughter's room that she wasn't using. Clutter is dangerous.
Yeah,
I like it. I like my clutter.
I have a hard time with clutter. And, it's like, well, do I have the same right to not look at it as other people have to look at it? Like it's just, it's a difficult, there's not much compromise is what I'm trying to say, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I think we can all acknowledge that in one way of looking at things, we are entirely in the wrong to be annoyed by these things. And yet we are. And we have a right to our annoyance as well. At least it's not my money. I guess I can say that. Although if somebody is living for free in your house and then spends money on unnecessary purchases, are you allowed to feel that that's kind of your money? I gotta
we
start
talked
charging
about
her
kids'
for
financial independence a few weeks ago, didn't we?
Right. That's right. And if she were living in her own apartment, I wouldn't know what she was buying, and so it wouldn't matter. But it's just stuff stealthily entering my home. And she doesn't even show me. It just gets put away and like it never happened.
She's clever.
She is very clever. But she's also good at clearing clutter. I have a garbage bag filled with DVDs that has been sitting in my living room since probably the beginning of quarantine times. So March. Because she came out with this large garbage bag full of DVDs because she had decided she didn't need the DVDs that were in her room anymore. She wasn't going to watch them. She didn't have a DVD player, so she thought she would just throw them all away. And of course what? You can't possibly just throw those away. I have to go through them and make sure I don't want to keep any and make sure there's none we want to give some or do something or donate or whatever. So they've been sitting there for 6 months. I haven't looked at them. But one day.
Yes.
One day. So I think this is probably why she feels I need to not let mom know anything I'm doing about acquiring or discarding.
Right.
I need to do these things stealthily. Calm the old girl down. Well, the time has come to dispense with this podcast episode. That's it for today's round. Maybe we want to keep it around a little longer.
It will never go in the garbage. It will always be available.
It will never go in the garbage. That's true. That's true. Okay. That's it for today's round 3. Tune in tomorrow when we'll talk about things that cheer us up, like having a bunch of junk surrounding me, apparently. And then on Friday to see what we've come up with for our Roundup picks this week. Find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there on our Facebook page or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Show.